going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Let's check the progress. As you can see, the walls of the washrooms have been constructed and we are getting a lot more height inside the bathroom now, which is actually making it look very spacious. Both these washrooms are equal. They are about 7 feet by 3.5 feet. The plastering process is going on right now. This is our tile washroom, and if you come along with me, I'll show you the master toilet. We have created a new entry from the bedroom.
Golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
This washroom that I'm standing right now here in did not exist before. This is the dry area, the wash basin and the WC area, and here you can see we have created a proper shower area. This entire area right here was not really used to its full capacity. So there were 2 washrooms. There was a small WC area right here. This area right here was open, and there was a bathroom on the outer side. And we demolished the entire thing. We reclaimed this 7 feet by 7 feet area, and then we made 2 fully functional washrooms here. The entrance to both the washrooms was from here, and we created this new entrance for this master washroom, which is accessible now from this bedroom. There's another washroom that we have created, which is a common washroom, and that's a powder toilet basically. It has proper wash basin now, and then this is the WC area, and then this right here is the platform for the washing machine. So this is how we have divided the space in 2 equal, areas and created 2 washrooms now. This is the kitchen platform being made, and you can see we have raised the floor. So this is going to be the 3-inch skirting of the kitchen platform, and this has been recessed by 4 inches. When they make furniture, we want the recess of at least 2 inches over there. This will be finished with the stone, and the furniture will start right from this particular level. Furniture skirting is something we do not compromise on because it has many benefits, and it's one of the features of the high-end interiors. We have made a stone skirting for this counter. We have raised the level for this skirting by 3 inches. There are several benefits. I have explained some of them in my previous reel. One particular benefit that I want to speak about is the cleaning comfort. When we have this level raised from the flooring, there's no chance that dust or water goes beneath your drawers. There's no hassle of cleaning at all. Your drawers start from this level. Okay, so that's perhaps the biggest comfort of having such kind of raised stone to your kitchen counters. So you can see here 3 different materials that are put on this wall in a continuous manner. 9 mm tile. This is a subway tile, and this is the stone. All have different thicknesses. When they are put together like this, we have to plan how they are going to transition. This subway tile is protruding a little bit further than this tile, so that when they meet, the level difference is not seen. Because these tiles, they have kind of a wobbly surface. It's not clean like these 2 tiles, so it cannot meet cleanly. That is why this difference has to be planned. And then when this tile comes down to this stone is thicker than these two tiles. You can see a molding detail and how this meets the tile. All these level differences have to be planned beforehand. Nothing is left to the imagination, everything is planned in advance. And that's how you do the quality control of the outcome of your project. We are going to be making this pattern in the entrance over here. So two of them are tiles, one is stone. We marked the margins for the skirtings and the width that we got was 46. As per the drawings, we have marked the actual width of each of these rows. That was around 16 inches. We got here 15.5 inch. This vertical measurement in the drawings was around 16.5, which is now after the adjustment is 17.25. It's not even an inch of difference, so it's pretty accurate. Now this will be actually inlaid into the floor. This is the demo of how it is going to turn out and how the tiles are going to be laid here. So you can see the preview of this pattern. We'll definitely show you how this turns out.
Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
This is the update so far on this site. As you can see, the civil work, the false ceiling, the wiring is complete. This is the beautiful pattern that we have done on the entryway here. The tiling has been done in the entire area. I'll show you the kitchen here. Before that, you need to see this beautiful passage door, and this arch is looking so beautiful. The counters have been completed, and you can see we have removed all the tiling that was there in the kitchen, and the POP panning is complete. It's already looking so much bigger than earlier. This is the powder toilet. This is the bedroom. The flooring is complete. The false ceiling, again, the wiring, everything has been done. This is the master washroom, and this also is complete in terms of civil work and wiring, etc. Next stage of renovation has approached on the site. As you can see, the carcass stage in carpentry is done. So this is the entryway plus shoe unit here. This is the TV unit, that's for the bookshelves, and there's going to be a bar unit here. This is the multi-purpose dining corner, so you can sit here, dine, relax, you can work here. And this is the seating for the dining, which has the storage, and there's going to be a beautiful curved back to this. This beautiful unit is going to be the puja unit. Come along, I'll show you the kitchen now. This is the main counter of the kitchen. As you can see, the cabinetry is already up, and they have also made some progress with the shutters. This right here is the back counter, and this is the chawl unit. So this is basically made for the appliances. This is where the microwave oven is going to sit. I'll show you the bedroom now. You can see this wall-to-wall full height wardrobe here. The bed, this is the beautiful headboard that's going to come. This is the paneling for the AC. This is the first stage of the carpentry, which is carcass stage, and this is how it looks. Here's the next update of this site. We have entered the final phase of renovation. The furniture finishes are complete. The painters are here. Shortly, we'll begin with the installations such as glass and mirror, fixtures, furnishings, and appliances, etc. This home has turned out exactly as we envisioned, and as promised in the beginning of the series, it has so much more now, yet looks more open and spacious than before. This was the biggest factor that was making this home feel fragmented and smaller. If you want your space to look bigger than it actually is, then you have to avoid all the unnecessary visual breaks. In this home, there were wall tiles in the different places, and they were all different types. There were wall tiles here at the entrance, in the entire passage, in kitchen, even in the bedroom, and they really had no purpose. There was even different type of paint and textures on different walls. So we removed them all and reclaimed the walls with simple plaster and paint. With one simple finish flowing through all the walls, the space feels much bigger and harmonious than before.
golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know